Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got to number 9 in the world with this really overpowered new Electro Giant deck. Let's hop straight into it. Hop in the first game versus 800 and a god. I think I played against this guy in a previous video. I think I'm going to start off with a Heal Spear at the bridge here. And then, wow, he goes super aggressive. He's a really aggressive bridge trim player. Now I remember this guy. He goes for Fireball as well. Why is he so aggressive? I mean, he gets one barb hit. He gets the Fireball damage, but we can pump up now. This E-Giant deck is super OP right now because it has a really quick cycle, and Mirror Phoenix is broken, and Mirror Pumps is broken, and even mirroring E-Giants is super good too. He goes for Gold Knight at the bridge to pressure on my Elixir Pump. I'm going to go for a Goblin Surround here. I kind of played a little bit too high up, but I don't think it matters. It's going to force out something either way. He goes for a Barb Barrel, and then I'm probably just going to Heal Spirit to make sure that gets pulled in, go for this Phoenix to finish this off. He does get like one Barb Shot once again, but it's really not that big of a deal since we do have this Pump down. We'll take one E-Barb shot on the right. It's not really a big deal. Get that King Tower activation. Just want to make sure that we pull one instead of like multiple just to ensure the King Tower activation. Goblins on the Battle Ram. And I feel like Goblins are one of like the most key parts of this deck. It's actually so crazy how OP they are. They're able to just constantly get damage, and like they can't get zapped or taken out like skeletons can be. And usually they'll like survive 2 shots from a lot of things, like the Golden Knight, for example. We get another pump down right here. We're just defending quite well with our Phoenix. We're going to go for a Heal Spear right here just to heal out my Phoenix so that he can't get that pig spawning in. And at this point, I have 2 options. I mean, my pump is right there. Let's go and just cycle to a second pump rather than go for an E-Giant push right away. And then get ready to defend once again. If he doesn't go in for anything, which I don't even think he has the Elixir to do it, we should be able to just mirror our pump right now. And we're going to be in a great spot. We have the King Tower activated. We have 3 pumps on the board. He's going to decide to pressure right now. And he'll probably get a lot of damage, but with 3 pumps down, we are basically unstoppable. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go E-Giant right in the front of my tower, and then I'm going to go for a Phoenix. And this E-Giant will just take everything out. He does go for a very nice Gold Knight dash. Let's go for Goblins now. And at this point, we just have so much Elixir influx that we can just overrun him once I get my E-Giant back in cycle. Let's go for this E-Giant. Definitely want to get my Phoenix on the board, and we have Mirror in cycle, so it's perfect. Just go Phoenix, Mirror Phoenix. OP. Let's go ahead and maybe just tornado this Mother Witch straight into my E-Giant to take it out. Heal Spirit just to heal everything up, including my E-Giant. He goes for a dash, but Heal Spirit still connects. We can go for another Electro Giant at the bridge. I'll go for a Berry up top here in case he tries to kite these with anything. And then I have my Mirror in cycle, and we'll just go for Phoenix and Mirror Phoenix at the bridge again. And this is what we call the flock, ladies and gentlemen. You get a bunch of Phoenixes down, they just keep respawning and tanking for each other. And the Elixir Pumps, they just make it so you can get this flock down every single time. Another Phoenix in, but that's going to be game. And that's going to be it for the first match. Let's hop in the next one. Going against this guy, Namonaki. Let's go Berry in the back for the Heal Spear. He goes for Berry in the back. Probably a mirror matchup, but let's just cycle to our pump. I think that's the most important part of this matchup, is just getting your pump down before they do. I think he realizes it's a mirror matchup, and he's going to go for the pump in the middle here, but it's kind of a bad play because now he has to tornado these goblins, and we're already in a great spot. I can pump and mirror pump, and he doesn't have mirror in cycle, or even if he does have mirror in cycle, he's not going to mirror his pump because he had to use that tornado. So let's go ahead and mirror the pump right now. Now that we're at 10 Elixir, he goes for the E-Giant back. As long as I can defend this push, I should be able to win. I think I'm just gonna go for a Berry in the back, and I would love to cycle back to my mirror before I play my Phoenix. That's the thing about this deck, is that everything in the deck is super squishy, like can die very easily to spells, except for your Phoenix. So it's really important to always get your mirror in cycle before you play another Phoenix. And then I'm probably just gonna like tornado everything back here away from my tower, and maybe go for a Heal Spirit. Wow, okay. Oh, thank God that Phoenix respawned. If my Phoenix didn't respawn, there would have been a lot of trouble. We're going to go for a Berry right here to try and kite this ops lane. I kind of fail. So let's go for Goblins right here as well. Berry actually helps kill that, and Goblins kite this back. So we're doing it all right. And that Phoenix egg shouldn't respawn. Berry's going to kind of shoot at nothing over on the left. And let's get a pump down. He'll probably mirror his pump, and then I'll also mirror my pump. He decides to go for the E-Giant. That's interesting. Rather than mirror pump right now, I should probably get a good defense down. We're still having that pump advantage right now, so just have a good defense and cycle back to our pump. Think about just going for an E-Giant defensively here just to help out versus his Phoenix. Let's go and go for at the bridge here. And then maybe Heal Spear just to heal my Phoenix is up and my E-Giant up. Really good play. We're going to get a Tornado here. It's going to kill his Berry. pull those Phoenixes back and the E-Giant back as well, which is great. Both of my Phoenix respawning right now. Let's go Goblins to make sure his E-Giant isn't going to get too much chip on my tower. And he goes for the... or my Phoenix egg just kind of wipe everything out here. He's going for an E-Giant to defend my Phoenixes. I do have another pump down and he doesn't. Let's just go ahead and mirror my Phoenixes once again. If you're not mirroring your Phoenixes, what are you doing with your life? That's just what the meta is right now. Let's go for the Heal Spear to heal my Phoenixes up. Let's go for the Goblins. I'm already cycled back to my pump. I'm going to get another one of these pumps down on the bottom left over here. We're going to Tornado right here. Kind of pull this berry straight in. Phoenix is going to do some damage to his Phoenix and his E-Giant, and we're going to be back to our mirror Phoenixes. So let's pop another one of those on the board. Get the Heal Spear down as well. Gonna Goblins too. And that should be a good defense. 0 E-Giant damage coming through. He goes for a mirror E-Giant in the back. I'm just going to E-Giant the bridge. I feel like I'm crazy not to, because we have 2 Phoenixes on the board. Might as well make it happen. Let's go for a Tornado right here to try and pull his berry in. Wow, he had a really nice berry placement there. His pump actually blocked it. And we're going to have to focus on our defense. Thankfully, my Phoenixes are actually respawning right now. That's going to help out. We're going to go berry here to help splash down these E-Giants as well. I'm going to go for the Heal Spear as well, just to heal everything up, including my berry there. And we're back to another set of mirror Phoenixes, so let's go and do that. Just keep mirroring my Phoenixes. We have that pump advantage as well. And now we're going to have 4 Phoenixes on the board. That is the flock in full power right here. Let's just go E-Giant, berry bridge. I think this game's over. He's out of elixir compared to us, and we have 4 Phoenixes on the map. The ones on the front as well are just going to be respawning here from these eggs. Maybe not. At least one of them will be. And at this point, that Tornado is just like the last ditch effort. He's completely out of elixir. Just go Goblins, finish off this game. And there you go. That's how you play the mirror matchup. Let's see where we're at. That's going to put us at 17th in the world. Let's hop into the next game. Hop in the next match versus Enrique. Let's go Heal Spirit Bridge. We have Pump in our starting hand now as well. So let's go ahead and get that Pump down right away. I always place my Pump in the middle here, just because in case they have a Graveyard or something, I don't want them to be able to attack my Pump super easily. Or if they have like Miner, for example, I want to make it so both my Princess Towers can attack the Miner. Let's go Berry in the back. Probably gonna get an E-Giant in front here. And then I will probably just go for Mirror Phoenixes, honestly, on the offense. Really weird Night Ops line. Let's go for Goblins here. I mean, Goblins are so good on defense versus Graveyard here. Phoenix going to kill that tank super quickly as well. We're going to try and protect my Berry with this Heal Spirit. Perfect. Ooh, if that Phoenix dies... Oh, I retargeted my Berry. If it died, then my Berry would have taken out. Let's go for a Berry again here just to make sure that Phoenix egg does die. Look at my counter push left-hand side. My lord, Goblins are shredding. Goblins going to be tanking for my Phoenix egg as well, forcing out the Ice Wizard. And this man's in a bunch of trouble. Super easy win versus Splash right here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. This game is already over. Boom, 3 count, easy. That's going to put us at 17th in the world. Let's go to the next game. Part of the reason I love this deck is everything's so cheap that it's really hard to have a bad starting hand. Even if you don't have your Pump in your hand, you can always just cycle to it. Kind of a bad Berry in left here. We let the Ice Spirit connect, but it's not the biggest deal. Heal Spirit does connect on the right side, so kind of even. Let's go Phoenix on these Goblins on the right. So he's definitely using like Minor Control. I have the classic Phoenix Monk Minor Control we've seen a lot ever since the new update. We're probably just gonna go for a Phoenix in back here. I don't want to go for a Pump in the middle quite yet because he might be able to just spam me at the bridge with his Monk. Okay, looks like he's a Valkyrie instead of his Monk. That should make things a lot easier, honestly. Monk does a really good job of tanking. Unfortunately, I don't have my Phoenixes in cycle at all here, so I'm gonna have to E-Giant towards this Valkyrie. And he's going for the Mine. Let's just catch it with Goblins. Goblins just do such a good job at countering the Miners since they tank 2 shots, and there's 4 of them now. Heal Spirit the bridge there, kind of forced out some Goblins by him, or else my egg might have respawned. And Berry Tower's going to clean up this E-Giant pretty nicely, but at this point, his Miners out of cycle. I'm just going to go for a Pump. The dust is kind of settled on the map. And we do have our Mirror back in cycle also. Wow, okay, he's just citing the pressure here rather than poison my Pump. That's interesting. Let's go for a Berry right here to pull this Valkyrie in. Looks like we actually kind of accidentally catch this Miner as well. Let's go for Goblins on this. As long as you can prevent the Miner from getting 4 shots on your Pump, it's still worth it. You still get some elixir from it. So solid Goblins there. Heal Spirit going to prevent that egg from spawning. Perfect. And with some cheap cards on defense, we're already cycled back to another Pump, so there's no reason not to go for another one. Gonna go over here so to limit the amount of places the Miner can attack. He goes for Goblins obsolete. I'm probably just gonna ignore that, so I have the option of mirroring my Pump if I need it. Okay, perfect. He goes for the poison on this. I'm gonna let my Pump at the top just kind of die so I can place it here so that if he does go for a miner on it, it'll be easy to defend it. Okay, let's go Phoenix on the Valk right away. Let's get the goblins down. And he does have a very nice pre-log. Well played. Let's go for a berry over here. And then I'm going to E-Giant the bridge right now just to kind of force out a berry tower. And I might be able to just mirror my E-Giant at the bridge, potentially. We do have quite a bit of elixir compared to him right now. Probably just going to go for this, though. There's a Phoenix and a Valk on the board here. If I do mirror E-Giant to that, it would just die instantly. Instead, let's go for the pump over here. Mirror my Phoenixes on the defense. And then we have goblins for the miner. Nice, we predict it. Like, berry down for the goblins. Perfect. 0 damage on my pump or towers there. And we got 2 Phoenixes on the board. There's no reason not to just go for an E-Giant right now. This is something you want to do a lot with this deck. You basically want to pressure while you play pumps. And especially if you get in a situation like this, you can force out poisons or big spells in general. And just keep mirroring your Phoenixes and then keep spamming pumps on your side of the map. But it looks like my flock is just going to be absolutely respawning here. Berry to protect my egg, and this is game already. Don't even need to play another pump. 3 Phoenixes on the map. We just placed an E-Giant, and it just kind of snowballs. Once you get 1 Phoenix respawning, then it's just over and over and over again until they run out of elixir. The pumps are sometimes just for show in this deck. You don't even need it. But let's check out where we're at. 12th in the world, almost in the top 10. Let's get in one last game for this video. Okay, cycle to log. I'm gonna go for goblins to the bridge. He has to go for a E-Spear. I'm gonna go for a heal spear. I want to cycle to my pump as soon as possible. Okay, goes for a hog rider. This should be an easy king tower activation. So he's got E-Spear and he's got log, probably like some sort of hog earthquake. But it's kind of weird to see E-Spirit. Usually they use Fire Spirit, so this could be anything, I guess. He goes for a queen in the back. Let's go for an E-Giant in front of my berry here. E-Giant does a good job of killing Arch Queen, so I think it's a good play. Wow, okay, he's Roll Giant and Hog Rider. Let's quickly go for Phoenix and Goblins the right hand side here. He uses log, so that's really good. Wow, Goblins do so much damage. RG only got 1 shot. Queen's getting taken out on the left hand side also. And my E-Giant is locked too. Okay, goes for a Hog Rider. Let's just Tornado again. 0 hits on my crown towers. Let's go for a heal spear on the right hand side here just to force something out, or else my egg will respawn. Okay, he has to log. That's really good that we force out the log. Makes it so our goblins get a lot of value on the defense. At this point, it's a great moment for us to pump up. His Hog Rider's out of cycle. He does have his RG back in cycle probably, but we should be able to defend that with our Phoenix. And our goblins once again with it because his log's out of cycle. Here comes the Phoenix, and here comes the goblins down for this RG. It was a little bit late this time just because I didn't have enough elixir, so this RG does get 2 shots, unfortunately. Phoenix counter pushing. I'm going to try and predict his skeletons right now. Perfect prediction on the skeletons. Now he has to spend more elixir on the defense, and we're looking good. Double elixir is going to hit. I have too much elixir. I don't even know what to do with it right now. Let's just cycle a heal spirit. Okay, he decides to go for a hog. Let's just go E-Giant to kill the Arch Queen and Tornado to kill the Hog Rider. Not bad at all. Wow, he has E-Barbs. What? Hello? Dude, this guy's psychopathic. No wonder he's using E-Spirit. It's not even Earthquake at all. Or any sort of, like, normal deck. Man's just got RG, like, E-Barbs and Hog Rider. Anyways, let's just go E-Giant in the bridge. His E-Barbs are out of cycle. Let's go Goblins over here. He logs on the right. I kind of delayed on the Goblins there because I thought he might pre-log with his Hog Rider. But I think he's a lot more focused on defense. He does go for a Fireball, but he misses one of the Phoenixes. And I think this is just game over. My Phoenixes are just going to tank for each other. And the flock is just going to overwhelm them. And there you have it. Sometimes E-Giant isn't even your win condition with this deck. You just spam Phoenix, and you spam Mirror Phoenix, and you just keep tapping your screen until those towers drop all the way down. And that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys use creator code JuicyJ. Let's check out what we are in the world right now. And we made it to the top 10 in the world in Clash Royale. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like and sub. Click that join button if you want to get my friends list. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. Stay juicy. Peace.